the one and only here with another exciting live stream. Right now I'm here with
Alice.
and
Tobias.
and today I'll be taking a look at the Dragon Ball Legends website. So it's changed a little bit since the last time that it was set up, like earlier today. So earlier today there was a countdown clock getting ready for pre-reg. Yo Kirby, welcome to the stream. There was like a pre-reg countdown clock, and then once the clock clocked down, you're able to start registering for the game. Now the site has a few interesting things set up. They have the logo, of course. They have this button that takes you back to the top of this page after you scroll down. They have an About section, which we're going to take a look at in a moment. And we have a few grayed out sections. So we have Story, which we can't currently access. System, I don't know what the system thing we'll be talking about. Considering that this is a mobile game, like I doubt it's going to be talking about like what phone to play it on or something like that. But maybe it'll have stuff about the battle system, go into more detail about how it works combat-wise. But that's still up in the air. They have videos. They have the new trailer that I've already done a reaction to. You can check that out on the channel. And we have a characters section. So Montel said system equals consoles. I don't know. I don't think Dragon Ball Legends is going to get a console release. Seems pretty solidly a mobile game at the moment. Ellis, what are your thoughts on the idea of this like mobile game having like a console release? I doubt it.
It wouldn't, I don't think the infrastructure would support it. It would be, and also, what would the point be? People would want to play it on mobile anyway.
Yeah, I feel
like it would sell.
You would just want like Xenoverse if you wanted like a one-on-one flying fighter thing, or you want Fighter Z if you just want like an actually like well-rounded fighting game for Dragon Ball. So I doubt that it's coming for like consoles. I still think system is probably more for like the combat system rather than like for a console. Montel said many mobile games are on consoles. I still don't see us getting Legends for a console. Now, I could very easily eat my words if that like highlights in the future and they're like coming out for PS4. But I just doubt it. Based on what we've seen so far, it doesn't seem like this is coming out for console anytime soon. But that's just me. Tobias, how do you feel about the idea of like a mobile game that starts on mobile getting moved to console?
As far as I'm aware, I don't think that's ever happened, has it?
I don't believe so. I'm used to it happening the other way. Like a console game gets like a mobile port or like a mobile variation.
Like Injustice Gods Among Us.
Yeah.
That got a mobile version, but that was after the console, so yeah, I don't see it happening.
Yeah, we personally don't see that really like happening for whatever reason. Now sometimes they'll do the simul release, like the Injustice 2 game had like the phone game around the same time, kind of thing. Like rather than coming out afterwards, they like came out pretty much the same time.
Of course, that's different because they had already established that. Oh, hey, this is going to
be a thing. Yeah, but I don't think it's the same thing here. And then they have video, which will show you like the trailer, which we already did a reaction video, and they have character, which will show us characters in the game. But right now, that's not accessible. So right now, the only things we can go to are About and video. But when that character thing highlights, we'll learn a little bit more about this Akira Toriyama original character that's, from what I've seen, the main character of the game story, from what I can tell. But we'll see, especially now that we have this About section. Now let's scroll down through here. So, the ultimate battle royale to determine the universe's strongest fighter begins. Now, what's interesting about that, right? That sounds very similar to, like, the Tournament of Power, except rather than it being, like, all the universes fighting off against each other, even the Tournament of Power wasn't all the universes, but rather than it being, like, a multiversal tournament, it's more like just a universe tournament that's a battle royale to find the, like, strongest fighter. So it's interesting that it's taking, like, that aspect, the idea that it's a battle royale for the universe's strongest. But that's just the tagline. That's like the elevator pitch. Let's read a little bit further. Realistic fighting action right at your fingertips. Experience epic battles on your smartphone. And we can see one of the screenshots that's already provided on the Google Play Store. So we've already taken a look at this and done like a quick breakdown of that. Scrolling down, each card comes with its own special tricks. Use the screen horizontally, tap and hold down buttons, and much more. Explore your options and decide which moves to use. Use the screen horizontally is interesting. Like, are they saying that some card abilities will allow you to play the game in a non-vertical mode? And if so, what is the purpose of that? I prefer doing that for my phone games, like just personally. But maybe they're saying that's just going to be like its own thing? Like, maybe you can just do that in general? I don't know. I don't see the point of it being a card ability to be like, and now I'm playing it sideways, you know? But it is interesting. It definitely adds an extra level of complexity. The idea that each card will come with its own special abilities rather than all cards more or less doing the same thing but being a different character. So that's good to hear. That shows more like gameplay variety. Then it says battle in real time with players around the world. This is what they've really been bragging on. They claim they have like a really good netcode where you can play PvP worldwide 1v1 with like no latency. But that's a lot of promises being made, and I'm not sure if they'll be able to necessarily live up to the hype. Professor Trevenant said hi. Then he said Card Fight Vanguard mobile game. That'd be great. Really want them to make a Card Fight Vanguard mobile game. But right now we're talking about Dragon Ball Legends. And if you scroll down, it says, action-filled card battle game coming soon. Do you have what it takes to be champion? I feel like it's a stretch to call it a card battle game. I know that each card comes with its own special tricks, and but when you look at the gameplay, it's not really a card game. You click on cards, but the cards just represent, like, your fighting game moves. So, I mean, I don't know. It still feels like a fighter more than anything. I wouldn't really call it a card game, per se. But I'm really digging what I'm seeing so far. If you're hyped for Dragon Ball Legends, make sure to smash that like button. If you have any questions or anything you want to talk about, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, make sure to like this video. Favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding, ring that bell so you're notified whenever we do these live streams. This is your host, your friend, your boy, Jump Like the One and Only, here with...
Tobias.
And
Ellis.
logging out. Peace.